Coming to you live from the GOB Network Conference at the Groundbreaker Podcast stage. My name is Reginald Hart, and here with me is
My name's Steven. I'm the fund manager for the Orso Fund. Excited to be here.
My name is Alicia Milton. I am in Arizona, proud member of the GOB network, and also with Real Estate with Alicia right there in Arizona.
Hey, how you guys doing? This is Eddie Symmonett, multifamily investor in Birmingham, Alabama, and excited to be here.
And my name is Shaun Pinkston. I'm right here from the Windy City, baby, Chicago, South Side. I am an investor of single family properties. I do multi-unit up to 6 units, and I am a realtor right here at Keller Williams.
great. And I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. My name is Reginald Hart again. I forgot to tell you that. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a aspiring investor with the GOB network. I'm actually starting to meet up in Atlanta, so you guys definitely come out and support. With that being said, because I'm an aspiring investor, I think the best way to start off is, with a question of how you guys got started. Let's start with you, Steph.
Yeah, absolutely. I studied at Michigan State University, business and real estate, and my mom was going out with a real estate developer at the time, and kind of connected. He was teaching me about developments, and I was going to a public institution that taught real estate, so I kind of meshed them together. And afterwards, I've worked for prestigious commercial real estate firms, Newmark, Fardman Group, asset managing, repositioning, acquisition, disposition. So now I'm here with my own entrepreneur venture, looking to develop and connect with people and make those relationships that'll scale me to the next level.
Okay. And how did you get started, Alicia?
Awesome. Well, how I got started was really watching others be successful in the business. Being a commercial real estate agent with KW Commercial, I've been in connection with many investors that invest in real estate, and they loved it. And I thought about how my husband and I wanted to improve the communities, and the best way to do that would be through real estate because there's a few different groups of people that we want to help, which are youth and also veterans, military veterans who are on the street and need a place to live. And what better way to do that than to own our own building so that we can direct who we want to house.
Yes. That's right.
Hey, this is Eddie Symmonett. So I got started back in college. So I was studying business administration and accounting, and really quickly I realized that I did not see myself doing that for like 20 to 30 years. So I just went out and just started looking for things to do. Like I tried stocks, I tried forex, I tried the multi-level marketing, but then I landed on real estate, and it stuck with me because back home where I'm from in the Bahamas, basically my mom and my aunt's side of the family, they both own rental properties. So I saw that it was something that was real. So I had the opportunity to intern at Keller Williams my junior and senior year of college. And from that experience, I realized, hey, man, I think I found my passion. So I literally had like about 6 months of saved up from working at Ross, which is like a little retail store. And I said, hey, this is like the best opportunity to do something to make something shake. So it's either going back to school and trying to get my CPA or jumping into real estate. So like people say, I really burned my ships and just got started. So, moved to a new city. The first 6 months I was just head down, just grinding. And I started selling properties, and then I saved up enough to where I can buy them. So that was in 2016. I bought a duplex and a 4-unit. That allowed me to start doing real estate more full-time. And then since then, I've done partnerships on some mid-sized multifamily. And currently right now I own 90 units in the Birmingham, Alabama area. And then also I have a property management company too, so we're just trying to scale out. But that's why I got started, from good small beginnings, and just trying to continue to grow.
Great.
Yeah,
That's
that's awesome.
I love it. Millennial, right?
Can you match? Can you match his energy?
I'm gonna try because that's one of my loves and my passions is helping the millennials.
Right,
So,
right.
I'm helping millennials go through mentorship programs. I'm actually on the board here for CCIM Illinois, which is, for anybody that doesn't know, the highest certification for commercial real estate that you can get in the nation. And the designation is a PIN.
Wow.
And helping matriculate into that designation the millennials are the ones with that energy. Like you said, they are bringing it. They are out here doubling down, 10 toes in. And so I help millennials get into multi-units so that they can rent from themselves, get their mortgage paid, build their equity. I just had a young millennial invested in a property, didn't want to invest in a particular area. I was his eyes and ears. I'm like, listen, this is a fantastic area. You got to show them. You got to model the way. They bought into it. They trusted me, got into that unit for about $300,000. 2 years later, last month, $200,000 extra in equity.
Right.
Because they trusted the process.
Yep.
right.
Wow.
You gotta trust the process. So I work with these millennials, especially our minorities. We get you guys and girls into these programs. There are less than 3% of African Americans, minorities in commercial real estate. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
There's a lot of relationship building to do out here, and we have to get our young millennials and our young people social, so that they can have these conversations and be in the rooms full of opportunity. So.
I'm glad that you say that. Unlike all these guys, as you know, like I said, I'm an aspiring investor. I got into real estate. I'm 44 years old. I remember when Carlton Sheets came out. I tried Carlton Sheets investment book, and we went out. I came from Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the time that Carlton Sheets came out. At the time that Carlton Sheets came out, it was like, okay, this was brand new. He was kind of, he was basically, decentrifying the market, right, of real estate. So we come there, we're talking to brokers, we're talking about, let me go find a buyer's broker, and none of the brokers, nobody knew anything about what Carlton Sheets was talking about in Wisconsin. So from there, I'm like, this ain't gonna work. This can't be real. So I end up going into construction. I built houses from the ground up. I did brick masonry work, things like that. Went to college, got my bachelor's degree in business management and administration. Took that and went into sales. I ended up becoming a regional manager for the Metro PCS. We ended up going from one store to 12 in a district. And, real estate always interests me. I end up opening up my own company, my property preservation company. Because I was doing construction, I found out how to open up a property preservation company, and I opened that up, and it failed. It failed because I didn't have a plan. It didn't fail because I wasn't making money. It felt that I was making too much money. The money was coming so fast, and the clients was coming so fast, I couldn't keep up with the clients.
Couldn't manage it.
So and that collapsed my company. From there, I went back into the work arena, the management arena and everything, and I lost my job during COVID. When COVID came, I said, well, what am I gonna do? I thought back about real estate, surfing the internet for, to figure out, do I do retail marketing or do I want to do affiliate marketing? And real estate just stuck out. I heard about wholesaling. I said, well, if these guys really making money with no money down, I didn't have the money. I don't have the money at this time. We were up there taking care of my mom, things like that. And I'm like, okay, well, let me try it. For the first 3 months, I got my first contract. When I got my first contract, I overbid on it, so it didn't go nowhere. But it was good. I got a contract. I said, oh, this really works. So the second time, another wholesaler, I thought I trusted. He ended up taking a deal from right up under me, right? And I trusted this guy. He was supposed to be teaching me, and he acted like everything was good, and he took the deal from under me. But that didn't stop me. I kept going. And at this time, my wife is upset with me. My family is upset with me because I don't got a job. I'm living off unemployment. They said, just go back to work. I said, no, I'm tired. I just got fired. I want to put my head down and do this, right?
Commit yourself to real estate.
And it took me about a year to make a dime. My wife supported me, even though she was cussing me out to make a dime.
Still had your back. Right.
And so when I made that dime, I'm like, okay, I made $10,000 my first time, right? And I said, okay, I got $10,000. That $10,000 went so quick. I'm like, now I'm back to have to do this again, man. I'm struggling. It's a couple of months. I said, I can't keep doing this, right? So I end up finding out about the GOB network.
Yes.
And that definitely, and I have to say, it definitely changed my life right now.
Nice.
Coming up here, getting introduced to the underwriting, and getting introduced to these guys, I had to tell myself, what do I want to do in life? And what really changed my life is, and I had to say it, my mother passing away. It really made me solidify. She passed away 3 months ago. And
Sorry to hear
from
that.
that commitment, I said, well, my mother left about $5,000 in life insurance for me and my kids and for us to take care of each other. I said, I'm not going to do that with them. So from there, I said, I'm going to fully focus on making sure I get better in this and bring something to somebody that I know that they need. So I focused on the underwriting because I said it's a lot of people. You talk to people about underwriting, they don't know about what underwriting is,
Right,
apartment underwriting,
exactly.
whatever. So I said that's the niche. So
Right.
with that, they giving me a call. I'm gonna let somebody else talk.
You know what? I would say you brought up some really important points, Reggie. So one of the first ones you mentioned that you had a lot of business and there was a lot of money coming in, and a lot of people fail because they don't understand in this business. It's a partnership business. You can't just do it by yourself. You need to have a partner. And if you don't know how to delegate to other people that you trust, you want to make sure that you trust them. If you don't know how to delegate, then you're going to struggle and you're going to always have challenges. And then I'm glad that you brought up the GOB because many people, it doesn't matter how successful you are in life and how successful you are in business, you need mentors. And a part of the GOB network, we have mentors within our system that we don't have to pay thousands and millions of dollars to get something that's commercial, that's something that everybody else is getting.
Yep.
You know, we get valuable information, as our bishop says, it's OJT. It's on the job training. You get to learn as you're going, and success breeds partners and it breeds the next generation to be successful too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I
gonna say
would
the
love
same
to
thing.
piggyback on that because
Yeah, go ahead.
Reggie, you're from Milwaukee. I just want to say so am I. All right, that's why you got a shout out. But you definitely touched on some points to Alicia's point as well when you're saying you failed, and I don't want to call that failing because you keep jumping out there doing it.
Yes.
You are capable. You are able. I mean, and you pushing through despite obviously what
The
people are telling you
challenges.
around you and the challenges and the barriers, but systems, tools, and training as well. You know,
Yes.
so that in the event you don't have those partnerships and people around you, you can sustain yourself. There are systems, there are tools out there. YouTube, there's a plethora of that information out there. Like Alicia mentioned, mentors here that can get that piece of information, resources to people so that their businesses don't struggle. One of the main reasons a lot of people failed during the COVID situation was they didn't have their structure together.
Right.
Business was fantastic doing what it does, but the structure of it, that's where it fell apart.
They didn't have a plan
They
to
didn't
execute
have the,
during
absolutely,
that time.
and sustain.
Absolutely. But yeah, you know, failure is not final, and you just got to keep motivating yourself, thinking how the 1% think, right? You know, and continuing to developing those relationships and speaking to people, and actually seeing how other people execute their plans. You know, how are other people, you know, where they are today? You know, and I constantly go online and I research, you know, entrepreneurs to see kind of how they got to the top. So.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, success like leaves clues, like they say. Like
Yeah.
I mean, especially that's been like huge. You know, and this is Eddie Symmonett again. This has been huge for me. You know, just being able to, you know, grow exponentially at a short period of time. It's not reinventing the wheel, right?
No. Nope.
You look at what's worked in the past for other people, and you look at how you can implement that with the investment strategy that you're trying to do. So, you know, I always say, you know, don't just look at the success of a person in business. Also look at what are their core values, right? What's important to them? Is it family? Is it something that you can relate to? Because, you know, you don't want to just be looking at, you know, the things that you could see that's being, you know, marketed out there. You want to also see, like, you know, what are some of those values, right? Because, you know, that'll leave the clues to what's important and what's your why, right?
Exactly,
You know, you want to
yeah.
have a strong why, you know, when you get in this business, because I learned really quick, man, like, if you just focus on the money, you're gonna quit real fast. You gotta
Yep.
find
Yeah.
a reason that's gonna compel you, you know, to
Exactly.
do what you're doing. Like,
You
and what
gotta
are
find-
some of the values that?
Yeah,
What
go
are
ahead.
some of the values that you look for in some of these investors and the people that be around you?
yeah, absolutely. So, you know, from a mentor, I want to look at, okay, why are they working so hard? Is it to get more time, right? Is it to provide for their families? Is it to, uh, grow like generational wealth? Like those are the things that I look at, right? It ain't just how much they can make. Are they giving back to the community? I'm big on that. Like, how can I help people? So when I find someone that is giving out content for free, like the GOB network, right? When you find stuff like that, it's just like, okay, well, I want to be a part of this, and how can I help, others, through this platform?
And I guess this is a big thing now, and I wanted to get this question because the GOB Network is a nonprofit organization, correct? Okay. And they're giving away a lot of free knowledge, right? What do you say to the people that say, well, they're giving out the free knowledge, that's a slap in the face to the people that's actually giving out coaching classes and selling their courses to these people, and now you're taking money out those people's mouth, and they work so hard to do that. What do you say to those people?
I mean, everybody, it's nonprofit, but, they're still making money, right? But the way I see it is, you want to get as much educational tools wherever you go with whoever you're with. So, I don't see anything bad about that. I think it's good to have competition. This is a multifamily conference. There are other multifamily conferences too, but we want this to grow and expand because we believe in the message. We believe in the people that are running this organization.
And it's a sense of in-kind philanthropy, if you will. I mean, that it's necessary.
Yeah,
Everyone
absolutely.
can't afford to get, the education, the information in other ways. So this is, reaching all the masses, not just the top 20% top producers. Everybody that's trying to make it, that's trying to climb up out of somewhere and get somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's an investment.
Right.
You're looking for I don't want to say the cheapest, but the least expensive way to get to information and to get to that process. What better way than free? And I say free in a sense of free will. You have to be willing to come and get this information. There's nothing committing you to it other than your own will.
You got to show up.
You got to show up.
Absolutely.
You got to show up.
I would say that there's so many people across the world, right? And we all speak different language. When I found my husband, he spoke my love language, right? When y'all found your people, they spoke your love language. And so you have to see who's speaking your love language in this business. We're not taking money or any assets or anything from any other multifamily group. We're just speaking certain professionals' love language. And if your love language is to give back to your communities, then the GOB is a great fit for you. It is free, but we all donate to this organization to help grow it so that we can reach those communities, as Shaun said, that don't have the $40,000 to $50,000. I knew that my grandparents, they invested in real estate, right? But they didn't teach that to us. They didn't teach it to us at all. My parents own real estate. They didn't teach that, but we got to see it. This is our opportunity, just like I teach my kids who listen in on the calls, and just because we've been teaching them to invest, they want to do it even more so because they see other professionals like these that we have on our panel that are investing. And they see young professionals like Eddie and Steven that are investing, so they see themselves in them. And that's what we're here for. We're here to inspire the next generation. We're here to inspire the generation that came even before us who's not investing, who think that it's so late in their life that it's too late to invest. No, my mom is 70, and she's like, Alicia, I want to invest in what you guys are doing, because she gets to listen in on the call. So it's, for me, my answer is, who's speaking your love language? Go with that, because that's how you're going to educate yourself the most.
That was very perfectly put.
Yeah, that was
definitely.
I got the vision.
Okay.
So what is one thing before I know we got a couple of more minutes, so what I want to do is ask you guys, what is the one thing that you want to tell the people that don't know anything about, commercial investing in real estate, the kids that's out there that's probably interested, looking at the drug dealers, looking at the people that's doing the wrong things and thinking that that's the way to get the quickest money, or just looking at the sports? What would you tell those people out there?
I would say immerse yourself, with books. Start reading every single book on real estate. Go to the library. It's free. Get your library card. And, Robert Kiyosaki has some good books. The Think Rich or Poor Dad, Rich Dad series is always a good one. and he's got a lot of loopholes in there that he gives out. To start, you can start house hacking. I think listening to podcasts too, you're going to get some information from us, how we're doing it, our strategy, what we're seeing, the potential, the market. And I think lastly, finding mentors, which I think we mentioned earlier in the podcast. Find someone who, you align with, you like, you admire, and, take them out for lunch, take them out for coffee, talk to them, and, develop that relationship.
Okay. What you say, Alicia?
Yeah, I would say, gosh, that is a question that's like very dear to my heart because I love youth. Eddie and I have had these conversations, and we're actually going to put on a Zoom for young professionals and just young folks that want to know more in August. I think August 12th is what we talked about. And some of them are drug dealers. Some of them are down on their luck. Some of them have gotten kicked out of the house or want to leave home, And this is what I would say. If you're a drug dealer out there and you're thinking about getting out, think about investing in real estate. Maybe not necessarily in the hood that you're in, but look at some other places that you want to grow. And you want to grow those communities. That's your way of getting out because there's so many investors that are or so many wealthy people that are in the 90% that invest in real estate. So that's a long key that you can go to sleep and your money is running. And I would say, just because you're doing well, if you're not investing in real estate, you could be one step away from losing it all. And it's better that you put your money somewhere that's out of your control that will continuously grow for you.
That's excellent advice. Excellent advice. What do you say, Eddie?
Yeah. So real quick, this is Eddie Symmonett again. I would say, on that same point what Alicia was saying, like it's so easy to kind of go from 100 to 0 with a bunch of industries, whether it be, your 9-to-5 job or whether it be, alternative investments. But, real estate is one of those things where it's like, okay, if you are continuing, to purchase property and build a portfolio, one property may have an issue, but you still have other ones that's backing it up. I think
Diversification.
You got to look at that too. So it may be a situation, where you have a high income paying job, or it could be legal or illegal, but you got to be thinking about, okay, if something were to happen to me on this job, if I were to get hurt on this job, or, what am I leaving behind? What's next, right? So, just think about retirement earlier, okay? You can't wait until you 60 years old, 70 years old, on a retirement check. Whatever age you is right now, today is the time you got to be thinking about, okay, how am I going to retire? And, for me, I was at like 22, man. So it don't matter how old you is, you got to be thinking about that. And I think real estate is one of those industries that's tried and true, is not going out of style. It's been here before all of us have been alive, and it's going to be here after all of us are gone off this earth. So, I think, it's a good platform to really grow your wealth. And, I would say, for me, how I got into was just internships. If you don't got no money to spend on 20, 30K, on a program, get with a group like GOB or offer your services to someone, intern with them. Like for me, it was like, okay, how can I help, right? So, I would drive up to Birmingham, which was an hour away from my college, twice a week to intern at Keller Williams and just say, okay, well, how can I help you out? Whether it's being, putting signs out or helping out with underwriting. But that's how I was able to get my first experiences. So don't be afraid to, give away your time for free. You got more time than money, and use that time to help someone else, and have a mutually beneficial relationship.
Man, I love to hear that.
Yeah, that was great.
So many
Absolutely.
good bullet points. I mean, I'm like, okay, I was going to say that. Okay, great. But it's all about mentorship. I mean, everything that the GOB does, again, for free. We are all at every level learning something. I mean, my underwriting skills are tightened up as a result of the GOB network, right? And the different models available. So what you do for commercial entry, all I can say is get up under somebody that's talking that language that you want to get more involved with.
Yeah.
Get to conferences like this, so don't mix next year. You better get on the
That's
website
right.
and figure out when it is.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
go. If anybody else knows, shout it out.
And what is that? GOB Network.
GOBnetwork.com.
GOB Network.
GOB
But,
Network.
Get on.
But we got 5 minutes left, guys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with him, and then we're gonna go there. I'll do the outro last. Give you guys outro. Let them know what you want them to hear, where they can find you at.
Yeah.
Instagram and.
So once again, my name is Stephen Dall. I'm the fund manager for the Orso Fund, which is an investment vehicle that's targeting single-family and multifamily properties on the outskirts of the greater Detroit area. If you'd like to hear more about me, you can either email me at Stephen with a PH at theorsogroup.com, or even my direct mobile number is 248-773-9006. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Alicia.
Awesome. Hi, I am Alicia Milton. I'm in Arizona. If you're looking for some commercial real estate, I do retail for clients, industrial. If you're interested in that, reach out to me. I am at Alicia at realestatewithalicia.com. If you want to invest in multifamily real estate, reach out to that same email address, and I would love to partner up with you. Give me a call.
Thank you, Alicia.
Hey y'all. Hey, this is Symmonett. So, I'm a multifamily investor in Birmingham, Alabama. We own 90 units there. Also own a property management company. If y'all want to learn more about how I got started or how to get in real estate, it doesn't matter what age you are. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, all Symmonett. Also, I have a YouTube page where I give out free information on there. It's also Symmonett. Check me out on there. And also, if y'all want, y'all can give me a call at 205-393-5066. Thanks.
And y'all heard him say Eddie Symmonett about 8 times, right? You did. Eddie Symmonett, I love it.
How do you spell that?
I am Shaun R. Pinkston with KW Commercial as well, Keller Williams. My office is literally 5 minutes from here, y'all. It's right at O'Hare. So that's how you know how to find me physically, 630-538-3932. Of course, you can hit me up on any of the social media links as well, Snapchat as well. Any way you want to find me, I'll be there. Shaun R. Pinkston is how you'll find it, or Shaun R. Pinkston Real Estate. We're also licensed general contractors, New Vision Construction out of Chicago, renovating commercial and residential properties.
Thank you. And last but not least, Reginald Hart from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm with the GOB Network, underwriter. You definitely can find me on Instagram. I'd like you to please join my Facebook group, GOB of Atlanta. Definitely, and you can email me at reggie@investorschoice.com. You can also become a member on our website. Go to my website at investors/choice.com. And what we're doing there, we're opening up some training, trying to teach people that don't understand underwriting to show you guys how to underwrite and give you guys familiar with the real estate industry. And we're definitely going to be adding a lot of educational stuff on there. And follow us because we're starting a GOB meetup in Atlanta. So if you guys want to come out, that will be started in September. So we definitely will be inviting you guys. Be on the lookout for that. Thank you.
All right, what a great group of people here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you so
thank you,
much.
guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.